Snapchat is reporting their first earnings quarter since their IPO in March. And a lot of expectations is going to go into these earnings because I think it is going to determine how investors will value Snapchat in the future. So I think we're going to see a lot of volatility around these earnings because if they have any surprises, well, many people might want to get out. So I'm going to tell you why Snapchat is extremely valuable right now and why I think it's currently trading at a very cheap price. The first reason is the basic of supply and demand. So the founders of Snapchat have 26% of the shares, and those are out of the shares outstanding. And then we also have another 4%, which are held by other insiders. So in total, there's 30% of the shares outstanding that aren't accessible to the public. And because there's only 70% of the shares outstanding on the market, there's a much lower supply. Now, a lower supply met with a high demand is what increases price. So there's also the high demand. And demand is extremely high because one, it's trading very cheap right now at around $23. And two, it is an extremely valuable company based on the users it had, which is a huge amount of users that are daily active users. And it also just IPO'd. So this makes many individual investors and institutional investors want to get in on the action. Okay, so supply and demand alone could drive the stock price up. And this is why, having a lower supply of the shares could drive the stock price up. But we also have to consider that the founders have those shares, and so they can sell those shares. And if they do sell their shares, well, then supply is going to rise, and this can cause prices to drop. But they only can sell their shares 6 months after the IPO. So we will have time to gauge if Snap will go higher by September. Okay, the second reason why Snapchat is extremely valuable is that they have a massive amount of daily active users. So daily active users, monthly active users, these are the most important and valuable resource a social media company has. And this is what makes social media companies very expensive. Because getting this many users is like hitting a gold mine or finding an oil pocket in the later 1800s. It's very hard to do, and it's a very rare occurrence. So right now, Snapchat is on par with Instagram's user growth and also daily active user growth. So another thing we also have to consider is that we saw Instagram hit 100 million monthly active users in February of 2013. Instagram was purchased in 2012 by Facebook. Snapchat has had the same or even better growth independently. And we also have to think about that Facebook is the leader of social media users. Facebook used their massive amount of resources and helped Instagram grow, but Snapchat grew completely independently. And so this is one of the good comparisons with Snapchat. Now the third reason, and I think one of the best reasons right now, is that their revenue and it's the revenue potential that they have. So we just heard news of Snapchat releasing their own ad platform, and the ad platform rolls out in June. Now, we're not going to see much of the ad platform in the second quarter because the second quarter is April, May, and June. We're going to start seeing revenue growth the second quarter and on. And this is where I'm going to be looking at if Snapchat is going to be a good investment. So right now, the ad platform serves small businesses too. And some of the ad platforms that other companies have are only more open to the larger companies because they cost more. And the thing about Snapchat's ad platform is that Snapchat has a very valuable audience, with large portions of the audience unreachable by other ad platforms like Facebook and YouTube. So these are audiences that Facebook and YouTube can't even reach. And this makes Snapchat very valuable to other companies which sell their ads. So this makes Snap another avenue of audience, which makes many companies want to take advantage of. And it comes right back down to supply and demand. Demand for these coveted audiences is really high, and this makes the ad platform very valuable. So, I mean, if these reasons didn't convince you, I don't blame you. They don't have any fundamental numbers to back them up other than their active users right now. But we also consider the speculative nature of how the company's ad platform will perform, and we also have to look at the leadership running the company. So regardless, Snapchat is really cheap right now at around $23, and I think I would accept the risk to be a part of potentially the next big social media company, which is going to be worth billions of dollars as long as they have success in executing their plan to deliver ads and grow their users. So that was the video. If you liked it, hit the like button and also subscribe to get notifications for my videos. Every Sunday, I'm going to be doing an analysis on a company. I haven't chosen the company yet, so comment down below with what company I should analyze.